If belly fat feels more stubborn than it used to, especially after 40, even when you're eating less or trying to be careful with food, it's not your imagination. For many women, belly fat isn't just about calories or willpower. It's driven by inflammation. And one of the fastest ways inflammation rises in the body is through added sugar. In the last 2 videos, we talked about sugar cravings and inflammation. And this is where that inflammation often turns into stubborn belly fat. Today I want to show you where sugar quietly sneaks into your diet, how it fuels inflammation that pushes the body to store fat around the belly, and most importantly, what you can do to calm that inflammation without giving up everything you enjoy. This matters because so many women believe belly fat is just part of getting older, but often it's not the belly itself that's the problem. It's the constant inflammation the body is dealing with every day, and sugar plays a much bigger role in that than most people realize. There's actually a recommended maximum amount of added sugar we're meant to have in a day, but most people are having double, sometimes even triple, that amount, often without realizing it. And when this happens day after day, inflammation stays elevated. When inflammation stays high, the body shifts into storage mode, especially around the belly. For a long time, I didn't realize how much sugar I was eating either. I'd crave something sweet after meals. During long, busy days, I relied on sugary snacks to keep my energy up. And when I tried to cut back, I swapped to what I thought were healthier options, but they still contained a lot of sugar. That's when I realized something important. Reducing sugar isn't just about skipping desserts. It's about noticing where sugar quietly sneaks in. Sugar hides in plain sight. It's not just sweets or fizzy drinks. It shows up in foods many people think are healthy, like granola, snack bars, fruit juice, flavored yogurts, and iced coffees. It also appears in savory foods like salad dressings, marinades, sauces, and pre-made soups. And sugar often hides under different names: syrups, concentrates, agave, but it all affects the body in the same way. On top of that, refined carbohydrates like white bread, white pasta, and white rice break down into simple sugar in the bloodstream just as quickly as added sugar. When several of these foods are eaten in the same day, it's very easy to exceed the daily sugar limit by lunchtime. And when this happens regularly, inflammation builds, insulin stays elevated, and the body becomes more likely to store fat around the midsection. Not all sugar behaves the same way in the body, though. Whole foods like fruit contain sugar, but they also come with fiber and antioxidants. That fiber slows how quickly sugar is absorbed, leading to steadier blood sugar and less inflammation. The same applies to foods like lentils, quinoa, and sweet potatoes. These foods support metabolic health instead of stressing it. Juice and highly processed foods are different. The fiber has been removed, leaving sugar highly concentrated and fast-absorbing. These rapid sugar spikes are exactly what drive inflammation and insulin surges, 2 of the main reasons belly fat becomes harder to lose over time. Over time, excess sugar disrupts gut balance, increases inflammation, and pushes the liver to turn extra sugar into fat. When inflammation stays high, the body holds onto fat as a protective response. This is why belly fat can feel so stubborn after 40. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because the body is trying to protect itself from ongoing stress. The good news is that you don't need to eliminate sugar completely to see change. You just need to reduce its impact. Small, consistent changes can make a real difference. One of the easiest places to start is breakfast. A lot of hidden sugar sneaks in early in the day through cereals, toast with jam, and flavored yogurts. This causes a blood sugar spike, followed by a crash, which increases cravings and inflammation. Instead, building breakfast around protein and fiber helps keep blood sugar steady and reduces the signals that tell the body to store fat. Eggs, beans, Greek yogurt, or even leftovers from the night before work well. If you enjoy something sweet, yogurt bowls or overnight oats with nuts, seeds, and berries can satisfy that craving without triggering a spike. Sugary drinks are another major trigger, and it's not just soda. Fruit juice, bottled smoothies, iced coffees, sweetened plant milks, energy drinks, and chai lattes all add up quickly. Liquid sugar doesn't make you feel full, so it's easy to consume a lot without realizing it. Choosing water, herbal tea, or homemade iced tea instead can significantly lower daily inflammation and reduce belly fat promoting insulin spikes. When sweet cravings hit, it helps to pause and ask a few simple questions. Are you actually hungry? If so, eating something with protein can help. Are you thirsty? Often, a glass of water or tea is enough. Or is it about comfort? Stress and fatigue increase sugar cravings, and stress itself raises inflammation. Reducing stress signals helps the body feel safe enough to let go of stored fat. Shopping habits also make a difference. Most sugar decisions happen in the store. Checking labels, choosing plain foods over flavored ones, and making simple swaps like plain oats instead of sugary granola or nuts instead of cookies can lower sugar intake without feeling restrictive. These small changes reduce daily inflammation and support metabolic balance. Getting enough protein is another key piece. Protein helps stabilize blood sugar, reduce cravings, and lower inflammatory spikes. Building meals around a clear protein source, then adding fiber-rich vegetables, supports fat loss in a way that feels sustainable. Reducing sugar isn't about restriction, it's about calming inflammation, so your body no longer feels the need to store fat for protection. And when inflammation comes down, belly fat often becomes easier to release. If this approach resonates with you, I'm currently finishing a 21-day anti-inflammatory reset plan designed for women who want to calm inflammation, support metabolic health, and feel more like themselves again, without extremes. I'll be sharing more about it very soon. Small, gentle changes really do make a difference.